Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to do my very best to not start having a coughing fit in the middle of this, but it's hard right now. So
It's okay.
if I have to step out, I apologize.
You're fine.
I did a call the other night, Thursday night. See? And I kept having to stop and go get water. And so
I understand.
Okay, well, we are recording, and basically, for those who haven't watched one of these or been on one of these, I've just started doing these with this most recent challenge group on Sundays at 2 o'clock. Gives me accountability to get my meal plan done, and I think it's good for you guys to kind of see my process, and then from there, work on yours at the same time. You can do it alongside me. You can watch. You can ask questions. This is an interactive call. So even, hey, Rachel, glad you're back. These calls are very like open. You can stop me and say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what does this count as? Just ask me questions. And those that are going to be watching the recording later, feel free to just message in the comments below questions that you have later on. So I just hope that this is helpful for you guys as you are meal planning. So, and I think it's fun to do it together versus by yourself. So, okay, so just as I have shared in the past quick, I use this little meal planning booklet. It's like $10 from Erin Condren on their website, and I love it. It just has exactly what I use for my meal planning system. Like if you've used the electronic Excel document that I've shared with our groups, it's basically the same thing, but it's written out and it already has it all, you know, like in the little columns for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And then this down here says activity, but that's snack because my night activity is snacking. So that's what we put there. And I just like being able to write it out and use colors because I like pretty pins. So that's why I do it like this. And I also like to just have it right in my kitchen, up on my refrigerator. So when I'm home with my kids during the day and I get snacky, I can, excuse me, I can just come in and look at that rather than just start raiding my cabinets and my refrigerator. So it helps keep me accountable. So anyway, the place I always start with dinners. I've shared this in other calls. Dinner to me is the easiest place to start because it's typically where you use up the most amount of containers in one little setting. So I like that. And then I go to lunch and to breakfast, and then I fill in snacks with what's remaining. So just over to the side, if you know your container amount, I write that over in the column just to the side. I know I'm supposed to have each day 5 green. I'm supposed to have 3 purple. I'm supposed to have 5 red. I'm supposed to have 4 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 5 teaspoons. Now I don't even remember what calorie bracket that is. I figured it out so long ago. But I've been constantly in this one like forever because I've either been nursing or pregnant or nursing or pregnant. And so I always am in this like above what my range says it should be because that's what my body needs to produce enough and to be able to have energy and to feel okay. So I've just figured out that that's what works for me. And I've stuck with it. So whatever yours is, fill it in there. If this is your first time ever doing this, I highly suggest starting with what's recommended. And then the next week, like, you know, kind of reassess next weekend, go, how did I feel each day? Did I have enough energy? Was I feeling like low on energy? Was I feeling icky during the week? Or did I feel good? And if you're in that like not feeling so good place, that means you probably need more nutrients during the day. So there are ways that we can chat, you and I, to figure out what containers you need to add in to try to eliminate that yucky feeling, because this is not the kind of plan where you should be having a first week that you feel awful, unless you're giving up caffeine. That kind of stinks for a while, but it gets better. So anyway, I write out those, and then below each day, I put G, P, R, Y, B, O, and teaspoon just below each of those days so that I can tally as I go how many I have used. And that just keeps me honest as I meal plan and helps me to see what it is that I'm lacking or what it is that I am done with, I don't need any more of. So, and that's why I say to start with dinners, because they tend to use up a whole bunch in one meal. Keep going. And yes, it's slightly tedious to write these out all below, but it works.
I'll be right back.
Go for it. Okay. All right. So I just kind of chatted with my husband before I hopped on the call, and I was like, anything you really want this week? And he really wants chili. So we've had chili a lot this winter, but we like it. Easy, quick. So we are going to make chili tomorrow for dinner. And like last week, I told you guys I like to switch it up and do like, if I cook on Monday, that meal's repeated again over onto Wednesday. If I cook on Tuesday, that meal's repeated over onto Thursday. We're having to change our norm up a little bit this week just because of church scheduling stuff and meals we already have planned. So we're going to have chili back to back on Monday and on Tuesday. And so I write that down just in black, and then below it, I write down little squares that tell me what container that stands for. So chili is 1 red, and it's 1 green. And of course, like if you add, oh, I'm sorry, it's also a yellow because it has beans in it. And if you, I mean, depending on how much you use of everything, that'll kind of, might have 1.5 yellows if you use tons of beans. You may have more than 1 green if you like having like the tomato chunks, that kind of stuff in it. We are very like bland with our chili. We don't like tomatoes and chunky stuff. Like the only thing we want is like beans, meat, sauce. So our chili is pretty basic. And then from that base, we just season it like crazy with the seasonings that are approved. So that's dinner for Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm just going to tally down at the bottom. That is 1 of my greens for both Monday and Tuesday. That's a red for Monday and Tuesday, and a yellow for Monday and Tuesday. So I'll show you so you can see. Make sense?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Wednesday. I'm thinning for myself on Wednesday. They are doing at our church simple suppers on Wednesday nights, like where we all eat together. And my family goes and does it. Like I help feed the girls. Daniel eats there. But you know how church food is oftentimes not. It's really good, but it's not always the cleanest. And so I use the excuse that I'm feeding my girls the whole time, and I eat something different when later that night or before I go. So, what do I want to do? What can I do? You know what? I will probably just do a clean sandwich on Wednesday. We have stuff on hand, and how I do that, I use the sandwich rounds, the Oro wheat. They're clean, so that counts as 1 yellow. Deli meat is not a good thing, obviously. Very high in sodium, and a lot of times is not very good. But if you read the packages, there are better versions of it that you can get that are lower sodium and that are more natural. Like if you read where they come from on the package and you actually look at the ingredients list, there's some that are better than others. So I'll do some kind of deli meat, which would be 1 red, and 4 slices of deli meat is a red. And then I use those little Laughing Cow cheese triangles when I make these sandwiches. That's 1 blue. I put mustard on it, which is a freebie. And then I make it with spinach, so that's a green. And sometimes if I don't want to use that much spinach, I'll put like carrots on the side or something and kind of split my green container. But I'll probably do that on Wednesday. So Wednesday I have a green, a red, a yellow, and a blue that I've just added to my tallies. Thursday, what do we say? Oh yeah, we wanted a crock pot meal on Thursday. So we're gonna do one of my favorite recipes that I actually got from my coach, creamy salsa chicken. If you've never done this one, you are crazy and you need to try it because it's so good.
Which
We're
one?
gonna repeat it on Friday with leftovers.
Which one is that, Christy?
Creamy salsa chicken.
Creamy salsa chicken. Okay.
It is so good. It's in, if you still have it, and I just posted it to our new group page, the 4-week meal planning guide. It's
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And let's see, that counts for a blue for that cream cheese. And obviously, cream cheese is not the cleanest thing, but you get the best kind you can. At Dylan's, when I was there back in December staying with my family, I made this one night for all of us. My whole family, who's not clean eating family, was like, this is awesome. How do you make this? They loved it. But I found at Dylan's a totally clean cream cheese. Like, it was really good stuff. So there are good options if you really look through that cheese area. Now, in my little small town, not as easily found, but I'm going to look at Walmart now that I've found that brand. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but if I come up with it, I'll tell it to you guys in the group. So it's 1 blue. It is 1 red. I serve it with rice, with whole grain rice. So that would be a yellow. And I use as all natural of salsa as I can, which counts for 1 green. And the thing about salsas, I've shared this before, Autumn says that salsa does not count unless it is all natural, like from tomatoes, from peppers. So getting like paste picante, that's not even though it's delicious, it's not your best choice. There are many, many good options. In at Dylan's, the organic section, they have solid, really good, delicious jars that you can actually do of salsa. If you are into making and canning your own stuff, she totally approves of all that. Same thing with like pico de gallo. But I don't make stuff from scratch very often. So finding a jar that's as clean as I can, that's what I go for. And there are even options at Walmart, like at the Walmart here in near our small town, our 30-minute drive away. They have a good option there. So I know the Dylan's Simple Truth brand, that's a really good one. Just look at the label. And if in the ingredients section, it's like this long and it's all these chemicals and things you don't know, it's not your best choice. If it's like tomatoes and peppers and salt and, that kind of stuff, then it's good. So just look for that kind of thing when it comes to salt.
Have you used the Simply Nature brand from Aldi very much?
I have never been able to shop at an Aldi. They put one in Derby after I moved away. So
I love Aldi, and so far I've thought they're really clean, but I just didn't know if you'd used it.
there's a whole bunch of people on our team that love Aldi and find all kinds of good, clean foods there. So yes, yeah, I would say it's probably solid.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just found a salsa there last night, that Simply Nature brand, and it looked like it had nothing but just vegetables and salt.
Good. Good. Yeah. I really wish we had an Aldi's nearby because I've heard it's like really good prices for really good stuff. So that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Saturday. Daniel wants meatloaf. So we're doing meatloaf. And you guys, I always say that we tend to do our family night pizza nights Thursday or Friday. I'm holding out this week for Super Bowl Sunday. That's when I'm going to treat myself. That's the kind of stuff you have to like think about when you're planning ahead for a treat meal, right? I want those dips. I'm going to have them. So Saturday is meatloaf, and meatloaf is simple. I shared yesterday a recipes file with like a bunch of my top favorites, my favorite meatloaf recipes on that file. And it is 1 red and 1 green. And I tend to serve that with a half-baked potato. And instead of using like butter and sour cream and all that good stuff that I love on baked potatoes, I use one of those Laughing Cow cheeses on my baked potato. So it would be 1 blue. This meatloaf, though, we make them into, Daniel really likes, like, he doesn't like huge meatloafs. He likes little tiny ones because he likes all the crispy stuff. So I make them in muffin tins. So they're like little teeny mini meatloafs, and 3 of those is 1 serving on the plan. So they're really good. We like them. And we'll probably have those for leftovers again on Monday next week, but I'm not there. I'm not going to go that far. So Sunday dinner is going to be treat snack meal for Super Bowl. And I told you guys I do not factor in like my treat meals because I don't always know exactly what I'm going to eat. I just know I'm going to have a treat meal then. I plan the rest of my day normally around that. But I guess indulge is the word, not crazy, but I enjoy it and I just move on and then get right back on. So it's not something that is necessarily like plan approved, but for me, making this a lifestyle thing, like I know it works for me. I've gotten to a place where I can have a treat meal and then I can get right back on the next day and call it good. So that's just what I've done. It works for me. And I'm going to tally up what I've put in here. I didn't do that the last 2 times. Let me catch up. Hello, green. All right. Now over to lunches. Let me think real quick. I don't think I have anything weird going on for lunch this week. We are normal this week. It feels good to be normal. We don't have those weeks very often. Okay, so lunch. I tend to have one of my shakes with my lunch. So I'm going to put a shake down. And I always put spinach into my shake. And I have been, for some reason, fruit is not my favorite thing in this pregnancy. So I'm hiding 2 containers in my shake at lunchtime to get them in. So, and it's weird. Like, I don't know what's going on. You know, pregnancy weirdness. I'm all about vanilla Shakeology right now. Like the weirdest thing ever, because I hate that stuff. And I love it right now, and I blend it with fruit and just water. So good. It's like so good. I love it right now. So I've been doing vanilla shake with lunch with 2 things of like pineapple and strawberries or pineapple and blueberries with water, spinach, coconut extract to make it like a pina colada. So good. I love it. So that's my lunch right now. And then I also have eggs normally. Eggs are weird this week. I don't want them. I'm pregnant again, so I'm gonna do turkey bacon instead. And when you do turkey bacon, it's 4 slices. Okay. So I'll tally those up. And I'm super simple. Like, I do the same lunch every day. I change it week by week, what I'm feeling, but it saves me on grocery bill, and it helps me to stick with my plan. So if you need to change things up and do things differently each day, by all means, do it. But this has worked really well for me. 2. So I'm just going through and I'm tallying each day what that counts for from my lunch add-on. And then red. Okay. So dinners and lunches are done now. And up for breakfast, I've told everybody in our groups, I do 2 shakes every day, not because I feel like I need all of the extra just shake in a day. It's simple for me, and it works well with our grocery budget because it's only $4 a day for that. So we've just made it work. I have a shake with my girls in the morning with my breakfast. Just simple, because I need simple. Otherwise, I don't stick to things. So I have a shake with my breakfast, and it's a not a fruit shake. It's weird, right? I want the coffee one or the chocolate one in the morning. So so that's what I've been doing. I put spinach with it, and I also put peanut butter. Where is my, oh, there it is, okay. And if I'm not feeling the peanut butter in my shake, which sometimes I'm not, then I just know that at that time I need to scoop into my peanut butter and get it in so that I get one of those healthy oils in for my teaspoon. So I know I always have that with breakfast. And then I also with breakfast either I have some kind of grain, one of my yellows at that time. I do Kind bars if I'm in a hurry, like on Bible study mornings and I'm rushing out the door. Grab a Kind bar. I do granola. I use the Cascadian Farms brand of granola. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's so annoying. So Cascadian Farms, the only thing you have to watch is you don't get one of the high sugar ones, because they do have, I mean, they're natural, but they do have a high sugar count. So if you're watching your sugars, just watch that. I tend to get the Ancient Grains one. It's a lower sugar one. I do that, or I do like a whole grain toast. I use the vegan, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the brand. I'll post a picture if you're interested. I use the vegan butter on my toast. It's just all natural. I don't use a ton of it, but a little bit on my toast if I do toast. And I sometimes will use cinnamon and stevia on it. So it's like a cinnamon sugar type of toast. You just have to make sure you get the like totally only stevia, because they have a lot of fake ones that have sucralose and stuff in them that aren't good for you. But stevia, just plain stevia, good stuff. Or sometimes if I want like a saltier one, I'll put like garlic powder, or, I'm whatever my pregnant body is saying now I have, that's what I put on my toast. So I just, I'm very like iffy in the mornings. That's when I'm still kind of like not sure about my stomach. So whatever I feel like, one of those 3 options is what I pick in the morning typically. So I'm going to write yellow on here, and I know what my options are. And I will do that all week long as well. Let me tally those in. Green, spoon, yellow, red.
Do you use a whole green when you do the spinach in your Shaco, or do you do different amounts? Or
Let me turn my sound up. Will you say that one more time?
how much spinach do you put in your Shakeology? Do you do a whole green container or just part of one?
I do a whole green container. Yep. And I know people, if you've never done it, I don't know if you have. People
I
are
have.
always, you have. Okay, good. People are always like, you put spinach in your chocolate or in your coffee? Like, what? And it sounds so gross. And I was that way for months too. I was like, I'm not doing that. That's my like one sweet thing. You don't taste it at all. Like you really don't taste it. So I saw on our challenge group that is going on this month, somebody finally tried it week 3 this week, and they were like, why didn't I try that before? So it's the best. It really helps. Get one of those greens, and if you're like me and greens are not something that you are good at getting in consistently. Finish my tallies. Okay. So then I know I have those main meals planned for the week, and then I fill in my snacks based off of what is left. So I know I need to get one more purple in each day, and apples have not been bad for me. So I'm going to do an apple with, let's see, I'm going to do an apple with peanut butter. And I love sunflower seeds mixed with that. If you've never tried it, it's really good. Like if you actually like dip your apple in the peanut butter and then dip it in sunflower seeds, I don't know, I like it. So I'll do my orange then too. Sunflower seeds. And that'll be my morning snack each day. So that takes care of purple, another teaspoon, and my orange. Okay, let's see. I have, oh yay, I love when I have yellows left. That's the best. I know I've shared with my crew before, I love having some kind of sweet in the evening, because that's when I'm like, once the girls are down, most of the time that is my like, oh my gosh, we survived the day. You know, that kind of feeling. And I'm an emotionally responsive eater. Like that's how I am if I've had a really hard day. I just want to like binge on Oreos or eat a whole bag of chips or that kind of thing. So knowing myself, I let myself have something in the evening after they're in bed. I plan ahead something that is sweet, something that is kind of salty that I can do at that time. And that typically is, for me, the peanut butter bars from the Fixate cookbook. I love them. Every now and then I venture out and try a different dessert kind of thing from there. But I'm going to put that down in the evenings. And they count for 1 yellow and 3 teaspoons. So I just write that out there. 1, 2, 3. And a yellow. And the other thing, like with the way my cravings and stuff have gone with this pregnancy, I like to pair something sweet with something salty. Like I have to have it at the same time. So I'm going to have popcorn then too. That's my air popped popcorn. And there are like super clean ways to make it. You can actually get little brown bags, your kernels, throw in some coconut oil, pop it in a microwave just like that. That's like the best way, the most clean way to do it, and throw in some seasonings with it. I've done that before. There are a few brands of microwave popcorn that are really plain bland. There's an Orville Redenbacher, what's it called? Like all natural white, something like that. Like it's very like clean. It's not good plain, but I use that, and then I will melt coconut oil and throw on some garlic powder or onion powder or a little bit of seasoned salt or sea salt, that kind of thing. If I'm like wanting a kettle-y kind of corn, I'll throw in some stevia and some cinnamon, mix that all up. So I do that kind of thing when I have popcorn. I'm a big popcorn lover. So, but that's been kind of my evening snack as of late. And that gets me my last 2 yellows. And there are like so many things out there that say don't eat after 9 o'clock or don't eat after 8 o'clock. For me, that doesn't work. Like I know myself. I know that's when I want to eat. And for me to like do this lifestyle wise, I have to find ways to make it work for me. And this is what I've done. So I am happy with where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm going. And this is what I do. So you just find like little ways like that to make it work for you so that you're not feeling deprived in those moments where you know you want to enjoy something at the end of the day. Okay. What am I missing? Greens, of course. Okay. Let's see. I think I will put my green of choice has been cucumbers lately. So on my afternoon snack, I think I'm going to put cucumbers. And I need one more. So let's see. Oh, I could put carrots up there with my morning snack too. I'll do that. Carrots, cucumbers. Not every day do I get those every time it's snack time, but I plan for it and I try my best. So I'll fill that in. That takes care of all my greens each day. I'm also missing a red. So my afternoon snack, I'm going to do, let's see, I think I'll do cottage cheese. And I'll do that all week on the afternoon snack time. That takes care of all my reds. Okay. On Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday only. I have a blue missing, but you know what? I'm just going to put some cheese with my chili. So that'll take care of that blue. And then orange. I'm there. I got everything. So when my plan is all said and done, this is kind of what it looks like. Don't mind my big, massive orange. I couldn't find my little one. That says sunflower seeds. You can see I just have it all listed out on Monday pretty much, except for dinners, and then I just draw those arrows across all the way. And I have the tallies at the bottom. I know it's backwards, but you get the gist, right? And that's it. That's it. That's as simple as it is. As far as prep goes, the things this week, once I get to the grocery store later, let's see. I like having my apples with peanut butter and sunflower seeds. And so rather than like in the middle of, because that's when the girls are awake still, that's my morning snack time. Instead of measuring all that stuff out, sometimes I'll pre-measure my peanut butter and have it in a container with sunflower seeds already. So I can just grab those for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Wednesday do the same thing for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just kind of have those ready to go. Snacks are the area for me. If I am not like actually sticking to it, have alarms on my phone, I'll skip snacks. So just getting busy with the girls. It's the kind of thing I have to be consciously like focusing on to make sure I'm eating enough food each day. What else could I prep ahead? Honestly, turkey bacon, when I do that, I get the kind, you can do it either microwave or on the stove. And sometimes I'll just cook it all off at once and then put it into baggies in the refrigerator. So I just pop them in the microwave real quick to just heat and go, as a part of my lunch. Because normally I'm busy making the girls' lunch. Let's see. Cottage cheese, that's an easy one. Sometimes I put that into Tupperware, already measured out, so I grab it and go. Cucumbers, I like having those already sliced because they're tedious, actually having to sit down and slice them. But I only do like 3 days at a time because I learned the hard way that they get gross after like 3 days. So that was a bad experience. And then for my dinners, I really like, I do simple dinners. So I'm not cooking long. And oftentimes, actually right now, it's normally my husband that's doing the cooking because when he gets home in the evening, I'm like, help, because I'm just tired. So we do lots of simple stuff. Like chili, you literally just throw it all in a pot and let it cook for a little bit while you hang out. Sandwich I can throw together. Creamy salsa chicken, again, you throw it all in the crock pot, let it cook all day long. Easy. Meatloaf, we all know. I do all my meatloaf in a Ziploc baggie, mash it all up, stick it in those muffin tins, and it's done in like 30 minutes. So I don't make gourmet huge meals that I have to prep a ton ahead for just because I know what works for me. I have to be simple. So my peanut butter bars, I make those on Sundays. Cut them all up, and then I have one every night. Popcorn, easy. So for me, like my planning is very simple. I don't do anything extravagant. You see, there are lots of people that plan and prep like very beautifully and like really nice. I'm not that person. I'm way simpler. So if you are like me and this works for you, awesome. If you want to do more extravagant prepping, there is tons of tips and ideas on the website Tara shared on our group page, where she said she was going to do more of a vegetarian vegan planning this time. Those Team Beachbody blogs have tons of prep ideas. So if you want to venture into more of that stuff, you're welcome to check them out. There's all kinds of resources there. So, but this is me. This is how I do it. Hope that's helpful. Do you guys have any questions of any kind? Feel good?
I have a question.
Go for it.
I'm confused. I'm always confused, like, the difference between the blue, orange, and the teaspoon. Like, I always get those, like, there's like a gray area, right? Over some of them? Okay.
Yeah. Do you have from like originally the binder printouts that I sent from like 21 Day Fix? Do you have that? Maybe.
What does it look like?
I literally like lived by that for a really long time until it was like just stuck in my head. So like I just have things memorized now. That's why I can quickly like say that's this. You'll get there. But I don't have it with me because I don't use it anymore. But I made a binder when I would meal plan, and it was like all of the things that count for red containers on this page, all of the things that count for green containers on this page, and then so on, you know, for all of those different containers. And they put them in order. The way that I have that set up, my team created it. The best ones for you are at the top down to like the lower density nutrition wise. So if you dig that out, or I can resend it to you. It's no big deal. I can like get off here and send it to you.
It's in a little booklet, right? The 21 Day Fix booklet.
Yeah, you have the booklet.
Yeah.
But I made a printout, like usable that you could do with a binder that utilizes the same stuff that was in there, but also gives more ideas. After the program was created, Autumn gave more stuff. So, and there, I mean, even beyond when I made that, there's even more knowledge out there now. So, I mean, Googling is super, I mean, if you go on Google and you say, what does blank count as on the 21 Day Fix program? It like there's always an answer right there at the top. It's super simple now. Everybody does it. So that's what I use a lot of times when I'm like, what is that again? But you'll get to a point where you have it memorized, you have it down. But when you're meal planning, I suggest having like that binder printout right there so you can kind of flip and say, I need this container. What can I throw in? That kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know like her plan, the way this is made doesn't follow the same, like if you've ever been like somebody who counted your macronutrients and your micro, like it's not the same as what other plans are out there. But that's kind of what I liked about it. It was a lot simpler. So I'll send that to you again, Rachel, so you have it. I know it's been a while.
Okay, thank you.
I'm making a note because I forget everything.
How long does like quinoa stay good? Like how often do you have to re-prep for stuff like that, or pasta? Or
It kind of like, it depends on if it's plain. Like if you're making it plain, quinoa is like the same as rice to me. So like however long you would keep rice, it kind of gets crunchy the same way that rice gets crunchy if you reheat it too many times. I make the like the taco casserole or the quinoa taco bake in there. I mean, that's good for 3-4 days. It's normally like it's good for a day and then leftovers, and it just depends where it's at. But if it's plain, I'd say it's similar to rice.
Cool.
Yeah. I need to, now that I'm saying that to you, Rachel, I need to make sure I send everybody who's doing like the all access pack or like 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, Country Heat. What are our other new ones? All of these new programs, all of them are using the same plan as 21 Day Fix now, because it's been so successful for people. So all my things say 21 Day Fix, and even the all access pack that they're doing now, you get the containers when your stuff comes because it's using the same portion control system. So you just made me go, I need to make sure everybody in our group, not just 21 Day Fix people, have all that stuff. So thank you for the reminder.
Do you know how I can get on to see what it's going to be, how many of each container for the Core de Force?
Yeah,
I'm having trouble figuring it out.
If you get on to Beachbody On Demand, have you gotten on there yet to see what that looks like at all?
No, because it was the flash issue. I'll just try it on my laptop and see.
Okay. Yeah, so if you log into your website, which is the teambeachbody.com/whatever your username is that you signed up with, you go there. top left hand tab says Beachbody On Demand. Click on that and go to your membership library. Or like for you, your membership library with all access, you have every program. So you'll see all programs when you log in.
Okay.
We'll find the Core de Force one. And if you click on it, there's like a whole entire section on the right side that has the nutrition guide, the workout calendar, all of that stuff. And now that you're saying that, I think you can only access that from a laptop. Like if you actually got onto it from your phone, it would go into more of the workout mode, like where it's like,
yeah, that's all I was getting. Yeah.
Yes. So you'll need your computer to actually get to the files and that kind of stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then it just opens up like a PDF, so it's the whole booklet, but you can read through it just going down your screen.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very handy. My whole family now, back home, they've never ever done a challenge group with me. They've never done a program.
Really?
I've done Beachbody On Demand at their house. Every time I'm there, I always do it. I don't skip my workouts when I travel. I just do Beachbody On Demand. And they have a Roku now, so it's programmed into their TV. And my mom, about a month ago, was like, how do I try the country heat workout? And I was like, yes! So I was like showing her how to get to all of those things, and she's just using my account, but I'm so happy she's doing it. So
that's awesome.
Yep, proud daughter. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, or if you think of more, just put them in the comment section when I upload this video. I think I'm going to put this one as our first video on the app. So you should be able to see that once you log in. I'm pretty sure. I only have Coach View, so I assume you guys can see into the app beforehand. Do you know?
I can see in it. I've gotten in it. There weren't any posts yet, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you could just do your before pictures and your measurements, that kind of stuff, or if you could actually like get into it and see things. So, Okay, cool. Well, I will put this as our first post in there with the video. And if you have any questions or anything, just comment below and I'll get back to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited to have you guys again. Okay, have a awesome Sunday. I'm probably going to go take a nap. And then I'll check in with our group again later. Okay?
Thanks, Christy.
You're welcome. See you guys.
Okay, bye.